Hey guys, this is Chris Matt and welcome to Why Can't We Have Nice Things. Today we're going to be talking about the Canon Eos Webcam Beta Utility for the Mac. Canon. This is such a long name. You need to change it right now. This is a mouthful, and to be honest, this is my first impression of the software that it takes forever to say. Obviously, I have some pros and cons about it, but literally Canon, you need to change the name of the software right now. For this video, I'm using the Canon M50, and I'm actually using live footage from the software. So even if you don't like what I have to say, you can definitely look at the image quality of this video and you can make your own judgments on your own. Like what everyone is saying, this software is free and it's in its beta, so there really isn't high expectations, but there's definitely a lot of talk about it. Let's get to it. A quick recap about the software is that you could use an improved Canon camera connected to your computer via USB and use it for live streaming or use it as a webcam. The first thing I want to talk about is the initial setup. Canon did a great job of making a YouTube video that's pretty short and giving you just 4 instructions on how to set it up. And to be honest, if you want to try the software, you definitely have to watch that video before you watch this video or any other video in general. But the video they made is very awesome. But pretty much all you would need is the camera itself, make sure that your batteries are charged, a USB cable that connects your camera to the computer, and of course watch that YouTube video and download software to your computer. But that's pretty much all you need to do. But here are some of my impressions. My first impression is definitely the image quality of the software. To be honest, because of the fact that my camera uses a micro USB cable, I was expecting the quality to be very poor. Side note, I just came back from editing this video, and I just want to remind you guys that this software is in beta, so don't be too harsh on it. There's a lot of room for improvement, and I definitely believe if Canon definitely pursues the software, that the software will get better. But here's a reminder that this software is in beta, and I am using live footage for this video. But this software is free, and you use a USB cable, and it's pretty easy to set up. My next impression about the software deals with specifically with the Canon M50. Canon recommended you using this software with the camera with the LCD screen popped out and facing to you. But if you don't do that, chances are your image will freeze on you and you would have to literally probably undo the whole rigging. Of course, you know, for the fact that this is for only one camera and it's in beta form again, it's not that bad. It's not the end of the world, but there is a little bug in there. The beta supposedly only works on Google Chrome and web-based applications like Zoom, Skype, and I also had success using Facebook Live. If you want to use the Zoom app on your computer, you can't use the actual Zoom app. You actually have to go on zoom.com and use the Zoom website itself. Even though Canon said that, I was able to use OBS. It's a live streaming software that's free. I actually had success using OBS, and I'm using it right now for this recording. So of course, pretty much anything on Google Chrome and OBS is the only things that are confirmed right now. One of my issues I have is that when I connect my camera to my computer and do the whole setup, my camera does not recognize that I have my camera set up. So I have to find a way to trigger my computer or trigger my camera so that way both appliances could talk to each other. And it could get very annoying just because of the fact that I've been seeing on YouTube and some people having success while I have to navigate through you know, OBS or other softwares just to see what's going on, so that way that these two could talk. One major thing about this webcam utility is that it only transfers the video signal, it does not transfer the audio signal. So obviously I know that a lot of camera people have their fancy shotgun microphones that they connect directly to the camera, and obviously that's how they shoot video. And if you use this utility and you put a shotgun microphone on top of your camera and connect it how you normally do, the audio signal will not transfer through. If you don't touch any of the settings, you'll be using the desktop computer's microphone. And the best way to describe the quality of the computer's audio is pretty much the same as the camera's audio without a microphone. It's not that great, it's definitely not professional. Obviously, if it's for a meeting, it's doable, but of course, if you really want that high quality audio, you would actually need an audio interface or something like that so you can connect your microphone to your computer. The next thing on my list, and you could probably tell if you're really looking at this video and you didn't have it in the background, you could probably notice. I actually had an error message come up on my live stream on my video saying something was wrong with the battery, something was wrong with the camera. It just gave me an error message saying that something was wrong, and I actually had to readjust my camera. But pretty much as I was shooting this video, my camera just gave me an error message. I had to reset up my camera, and that's why my image is a few inches off. And of course, this is a bad thing, definitely because when you're doing webcams or when you're doing live streams, these videos are live. You're doing it in front of a group of people or an audience, and if your image fails, it's definitely something you wouldn't want to do. Like I said before, I'm shooting with the Canon M50, and one of the reasons why I want to mention that again is that the Canon M50 doesn't have the greatest battery in the world. On a full charge, this camera, the battery lasts for an hour and a half or so. And for the normal day-to-day meetings or family phone calls, web calls, or whatever the case might be, it's pretty doable. But let's say if you had to plan a meeting that's like 2 hours long, 3 hours long, which is pretty normal. Let's say you wanted to have a family reunion. Let's say you want to do a live stream and you're trying to use this camera. This is definitely something you need to look at. But of course, if you want to do something longer, you will definitely have to invest in a camera with a better battery or a battery grip. And of course, this is definitely something you want to think about when using the software, because of the fact that even if you get a better battery or you get a better camera, you'll always have to be worried about the battery life when using the software. Because the software is free, I definitely think it's definitely worth the try. But of course, if you're someone looking to doing this professionally, if you're looking to do live stream or webcamming professionally, I definitely wouldn't recommend diving into this software right away, just because again, there's a few bugs. Like I said before, as I was shooting this own video, I had an error message that came up and I had to redo the whole rigging. And pretty much again, this is definitely not a professional grade level. If you're someone looking to use webcamming or live streaming professionally, I would definitely recommend getting some form of video interface. Pretty much a video interface will let you connect your camera via HDMI or any video signal, and it'll convert it to a digital signal to your computer. And this is definitely more reliable than this beta software right now. Of course, if you're just someone, a hobbyist, or someone wants to try it out, this software, I'll definitely recommend it. Again, this is free, anyone can use it. It's out for Windows and Mac, so I definitely would recommend you just try it out. In the end, the software isn't perfect. Like Canon said, like everyone said, it's in beta. But the fact that this has only been around for Mac for I think actually like a week now since this video is coming out, or around a week, it's definitely impressive. There's definitely a lot of potential, and I can't wait to see what Canon's gonna be doing with this within the next couple months, even years. I definitely see them improving on the system a lot with all their cameras, and with the hardware, the software on the camera side, but also on the software side of this program as well. Thank you for watching the Canon Eos Webcam Beta Utility for the Mac. Again, Canon, you need to change the name. It's very long, it's a mouthful, and this is definitely my first impression, and it's definitely annoying to say. But thank you for watching this video. This is Chris Matt, and thank you for watching Why Can't We Have Nice Things. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.